Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the South Florida Bulls, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will start this game off with the football. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating... look to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Rides the back on the option to give.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown time. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bulls offense will take the field for the first time. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. On the ground, it's 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Bulls will snap it on first and 10. The give from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with second and 4. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Got it looking for a first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always around, just exhausted.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. That's caught. It's Hale. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Power football with the run. Quick spin on the run. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Alabama will get the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Defense looks as if it's coming. The receiver on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Beck. Takes the grab, it's Hale. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Gets it out fast. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down.
Turning it on! That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Arkansas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to throw. It's Beck. Unleashes one. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
From the gun, the ground game. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. And the Bulls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
The Bulls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback keeps it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Brings it to the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Perry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, USF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback.
Oh, he's got some space. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Makes the catch, it's Horton. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll rush to the line, clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he's just going to spike it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Takes an easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments. Taylor wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the point after is good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese,
and this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Here comes that Alabama offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Going for it all. Looking to get it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. For 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And they've regained the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Handoff from the gun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Crosses the 40. Turning it on. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got him downfield. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500.
Touchdown, South Florida. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field. Stalled.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. The short hands, it's Hale. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Inside the 35. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Beck. Swings it out to his running back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second and goal for this offense.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On second and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense gets set for second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish. doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because if they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Really nice 1st down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they go back on top. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
This quarterback part of their running game. And on second down for this offense, they'll try the run. He has the first and still on his feet. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Touchdown Bulls! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Notre Dame. For now, it's
Picked off. What a way to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. You still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of it.
There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to pass, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Caught near the sticks, it's Horton. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Horton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got his man. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Beck. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is caught. A touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Bulls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
Touchdown Bulls! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to pass, it's Beck. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the...
Touchdown, Bama! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Horton. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Rides the back on the option to give. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man. You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big time break for the offense.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. He's got it on the run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down to keep their chances alive in overtime. Trying to do it on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, fourth and short. I'm buying my club, and now first and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
And the Bulls want to pick. end it with a score of their own here in overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for two. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second overtime, you have to go for two, and this is for the win. He got it! The two-pointer for the win, and they take the game in double overtime.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivers.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a two-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.